Celebrity Cruises, part of the Royal Caribbean Group, keeps expanding with newer and more advanced cruise ships. By the end of 2025, when the new Celebrity Xcel arrives, they'll have a total of 17 ships in their fleet. Let me take you through all of Celebrity's cruise ships, starting with the newest and working our way back to the oldest ones still sailing today. Celebrity Cruises is building an exciting new generation of their popular Edge class with the Celebrity Xcel. This ship will be groundbreaking as the first vessel capable of running on methanol, weighing in at around 141,400 gross tons with a design similar to other Edge-class ships. The ship is being built at the Chantiers de l'Atlantique shipyard in Saint-Nazaire, France, where they held the keel-laying ceremony on June 13, 2024. The ship will enter service in November 2025, carrying 3,260 passengers with a crew of 1,400. The newest ship in Celebrity's fleet was officially delivered from the Chantiers de l'Atlantique shipyard on November 8, 2023. Celebrity Ascent features all the beloved amenities and spaces from the Edge class, like the resort deck, the magic carpet, which is the world's first cantilevered lounge at sea, the rooftop garden, and much more. But Celebrity Ascent also offers completely new experiences. According to the brand, cruisers can expect an updated main dining room, new menus at favorite restaurants, and a new restaurant by Daniel Boulud. Plus, there's an updated casino and new shows in the theater. This ship launched in spring 2023 and carries the same passenger capacity as its sisters, 3,260 guests with 1,400 crew members. The third ship in the Edge class, Celebrity Beyond, debuted in April 2022 and has quickly become a favorite among luxury cruisers. This ship truly went beyond its predecessors, offering more staterooms, expanded retreat space, more decks, more restaurants, and basically more of everything there is to love. The ship features the first restaurant at sea by Chef Daniel Boulud, and it's also home to Captain Kate McHugh, who's famous for being the first American woman to captain a major cruise ship. Celebrity Beyond entered service in April 2022 with the same capacity as its newer sisters. Celebrity Apex became the second ship in the Edge class and has several outstanding features that set it apart from its predecessor, Celebrity Edge. The ship offers the pub-style dining concept Craft Social, which first appeared on Celebrity Equinox. There's also a new dining program in the ship's Eden space, a high-tech theater with a curved 4K LED screen, and new features in the ship's spa. However, while Celebrity Apex did provide new temptations for cruisers, it's still smaller and less impressive than Celebrity Beyond and Celebrity Ascent. If you're planning to cruise on an Edge-class ship and have a choice between these three, I'd recommend choosing one of the two newer options. Celebrity Apex entered service on May 20th, 2020, carrying 2,910 passengers with 1,319 crew members. Celebrity Flora is one of Celebrity Cruises' unique expedition ships. If you're expecting a traditional cruise ship like the Edge and Solstice Class vessels in Celebrity's fleet, well, don't. These ships are much, much smaller and specifically designed to offer you experiences you simply can't get on a megaship. Celebrity Flora was specifically designed for travelers heading on adventurous trips to the Galapagos Islands. The ship combines luxury with environmental sustainability. Even if you don't consider yourself an adventure lover, you might still enjoy cruising on this vessel. The all-suite ship accommodates just 100 guests in double occupancy, so you'll definitely enjoy a more intimate experience than you otherwise might, all with Celebrity Cruises' touch of luxury. Celebrity Flora entered service on June 30th, 2019, with space for 100 passengers and 80 crew members. Celebrity Edge launched the Edge class in high style. This cruise ship offered completely new types of staterooms for the cruise line, like the Infinite Veranda, which gives cruisers a unique take on the traditional balcony cabin by blurring the boundaries between indoor space and the outside world. The cruise ship also offered new staterooms for solo travelers. The ship also debuted the Magic Carpet, a cantilevered floating platform that transforms from deck to deck. Celebrity Edge entered service in December 2018, carrying 2,918 passengers with 1,320 crew members. One of Celebrity's expedition ships, Celebrity Xploration, isn't actually a cruise ship, at least not in the traditional sense. Instead, it's a catamaran that belonged to another cruise company before Celebrity acquired the vessel in 2017. Sailing exclusively in the Galapagos Islands, the ship offers 8 luxury suites, 2 dining options, and common areas like a lounge and sun deck. Cruisers enjoy daily excursions to the ship's unique destinations. Celebrity Xploration earned the honor of becoming home to the first female cruise ship captain in the Galapagos Islands. The ship entered service in March 2017, carrying just 16 passengers with 12 crew members. This ship may have debuted over a decade ago, but it's hardly outdated. The vessel underwent renovation quite recently in October 2022. As the last and largest of the Solstice Class ships, Celebrity Reflection stood out by including the first Aqua Class suites. Those are suites that come with special spa-style amenities, as well as its own special Reflection Class suites. These suites are only available on Celebrity Reflection and feature very high ceilings and floor-to-ceiling glass doors and windows for the best possible views. Some areas of this ship are also larger than on other Solstice Class ships. There's an additional deck of staterooms and suites, larger outdoor decks, and a bigger theater. Celebrity Reflection entered service on October 12, 2012, carrying 3,480 passengers with 1,293 crew members. Like its sister ship Celebrity Reflection, Celebrity Silhouette was commissioned over a decade ago, but recently underwent renovation in 2020. The 2020 renovation was part of the Celebrity Revolution initiative, which modernized the entire fleet with investments of over $500 million. The 2020 renovation was part of the Celebrity Revolution initiative, which modernized the entire fleet with investments of over $500 million. The retreat is the ship's VIP area with its own private spaces, like its own restaurant and sun deck, open only to guests staying in retreat suites. Celebrity Silhouette entered service on July 23, 2011, carrying 2,902 passengers with 1,285 crew members. Celebrity Eclipse's renovation was planned for 2020. However, due to the pandemic, much of the cruise industry was put on hold. Because of this, not many updates were made to this ship compared to what you'll see on others. Renovations were limited. For example, it got a new paint job in 2021. Celebrity Eclipse entered service on April 26, 2010, carrying 2,852 passengers with 1,286 crew members. Celebrity Equinox, also updated as part of the Celebrity Revolution initiative that brought a significant portion of its fleet up to the most modern standards, became the second Solstice Class ship for the cruise line. Thanks to renovations completed in 2019, this ship now features Celebrity Cruises favorites like Craft Social, a relatively new dining option on the ships, and the Retreat, Celebrity's VIP area with suites, restaurant, and much more, open only to those sailing in retreat suites. The renovations also updated staterooms overall and added new children's features, plus accelerate Wi-Fi. Celebrity Equinox entered service on August 8, 2009, carrying 2,852 passengers with 1,290 crew members. As you probably guessed, Celebrity Solstice launched Celebrity Cruises' Solstice Class. This ship wasn't just the largest built at a German shipyard when it was launched in 2008. As you probably guessed, Celebrity Solstice launched Celebrity Cruises' Solstice Class. This ship wasn't just the largest built at a German shipyard when it was launched in 2008. For example, it introduced the Lawn Club, which quickly became a staple on all Celebrity Cruises ships. The Lawn Club offers lawn games, casual dining, and drinks. The ship also featured a unique form of entertainment that soon spread to other ships in the fleet: the Hot Glass Show, developed in partnership with the Corning Museum of Glass. Other notable features include a 12-deck high atrium and a large theater that could accommodate 1,400 people. Unfortunately, while Celebrity's Revolution initiative affected a large number of the cruise line's ships, it hasn't affected Celebrity Solstice yet. For this reason, you won't see certain new features or design elements on this ship. Celebrity Solstice entered service on August 10, 2008, carrying 2,852 passengers with 1,290 crew members. Now let's talk about the older ships in the fleet. Celebrity Constellation was introduced in 2002, completing what is currently Celebrity's oldest class of ships, the Millennium Class. This ship is over 2 decades old, though it received an update in May 2017. Another major update was planned for 2020, then 2021, but these updates were delayed due to the pandemic. These refits are now expected to happen in 2024. Celebrity Summit debuted in 2001 and underwent additional renovation in 2012 to bring it up to Solstice Class standards. Further updates occurred in 2016 and 2019. The extensive 2012 updates increased the ship's size and capacity. Here's an interesting fact about the ship. From 2015 to 2018, Kate McHugh was the ship's captain, and now McHugh boasts the status of being the first American woman to captain a mega cruise ship. Celebrity Infinity, the second ship in the Millennium Class, was renovated in 2015. However, even if the ship is a bit dated, even with the latest reconstruction, that doesn't mean you won't find Celebrity favorites on board. For example, if you prefer to stay in a cabin or suite with spa amenities, Aqua Class service is still available. Celebrity Expedition was originally launched by Sun Bay Cruises in 2001 and got new life in 2004 when Celebrity Cruises acquired it, renamed it, and sent it to the Galapagos Islands, where you'll find the company's other small vessels and catamarans. On this ship, you'll experience a more intimate setting, though not as intimate as Celebrity Xploration, which accommodates fewer than 20 guests. The ship was updated in 2018 and includes 24 cabins, including various suites, several restaurants, and daily shore excursions are included in the cruise price. Finally, the oldest ship in the Celebrity Cruises fleet is Celebrity Millennium. The ship that would launch Celebrity's modern era was one of the few to be completely reconstructed as part of the $500 million Celebrity Revolution initiative, undergoing changes in 2019. Thanks to this, the ship can hardly be called the oldest in the entire Celebrity Cruises fleet, making it an old but good ship that seasoned cruise lovers and celebrity fans still flock to. Celebrity Millennium entered service on July 1, 2000, carrying 2,593 passengers with 1,024 crew members. So what are the main differences between old and new Celebrity Cruises ships? All the differences come down to several key factors, including size, luxury, and amenities. Celebrity's newest ships aren't just bigger, they're better. New ships feature more and more restaurants, entertainment venues, and even staterooms and suites. However, while these new ships are brighter and more luxurious, that doesn't make them perfect for every cruiser. If you prefer fewer people and are willing to give up some dining options and luxury suites for a more intimate setting, one of the older but still updated Celebrity ships might be right for you.